In lieu of that, I am excited to invite one of your classmates to come up and share a few thoughts. Brandon Wu has been an important part of this community since day one. As an honors peer educator and mentor, he helped new students discover their own version of what it means to be an interdisciplinary honors student at the University of Washington. Brandon also facilitated our 2022 Global Challenges conversation on the power of place and care. And I hear that he plays a pretty mean trumpet. Brandon has earned interdisciplinary honors with a BS in Neuroscience and Public Health, and it is now my pleasure to introduce him as your graduation speaker. Brandon, please come up to the stage.
Thank you so much for that warm introduction, Stephanie. As mentioned, my name is Brandon, and I am absolutely honored to be your 2024 graduation speaker. I'd like to take a quick moment now to thank the Mary Gates Endowment, along with all of my peers, honors staff, faculty, and family in the audience today for their immense support through my college journey. What an incredible community you all are for being gathered here today to celebrate the class of 2024. To all the graduates in this room, I would like for us to recognize that this group of honors students is likely the longest spanning community you have made at UW for the last 3 to 4 years. We've been through Honors 100, 4 core classes, 5 electives, 2 experiential learning activities, and a portfolio presentation that you have definitely been working on every single quarter. I'd also venture to guess that you have many communities where you've served as leaders throughout college. Maybe it was debate, journalism, sports, social justice, health, or another one of the hundreds of options represented in this room today. I want to give you all a glimpse into one of these communities through my journey, and hopefully in the process give some ideas about how you might connect with this honors community after today's graduation. More specifically, everyone who has held a conversation with me knows the one thing that I annoyingly repeat as my defining trait. I'm in the Husky Marching Band. In fact, I bet at least one of you in the audience heard me say that just now and thought, man, this guy won't give it up. You get it, you're in band. Now here I am holding a graduation speech, and what's the first thing that I told you all? I'm in band. I know that's gonna get old quick, but allow me to explain why I am insufferably like this. Like I'm sure happened to many of you in this room, I was most terrified of one thing when I came to UW. How the heck am I supposed to make friends? I mean, it's like the world was trying to prevent any of us from being able to do anything remotely fun. If we so much as stepped outside of our dorm rooms and talked with a few people in the hallway, we would be written up for not following COVID guidelines. Now, obviously, these public health measures were there for a reason, but my point was that making friends was really freaking hard. That's why I joined band, which I was this close to not actually applying to because of the massive time commitment and my pre-med brain telling me falsely that I'm not allowed to have fun if I wanted to go to med school. Ultimately, I decided that I would rather have the fear of having to burn myself out with 20 hours a week of rehearsals and game days rather than a much worse fear, being alone. Yet, after all this, we learned soon that after my acceptance to band, we wouldn't be able to rehearse in person due to COVID. And so I spent the fall of 2020 completing music checks with the section over Zoom and recording myself doing choreo on my own, which, if you aren't familiar, includes gyrating my hips while swinging my trumpet in front of a camera by myself while my family laughs at me from the kitchen. It wasn't until the following fall of 2021 that I actually began to enjoy band in all its glory. I'm talking 4 nights a week of 2-hour rehearsals and every other Saturday game day wake up to get back home at 10 p.m. and one special game where we woke up at 3 a.m. for a little known organization known as College Game Day. Go Dogs. I rationalized that I was willing to endure this grueling schedule for 3 reasons. 1, I love music and performing for crowds. 2, I love being around other people who are all there of their own volition. And 3, I enjoy beating the Ducks by exactly 3 points in every single game of the last couple seasons as the entire country tells us that we're the worst team, but I digress. I want to focus in on that second point of being around people who are all there of their own volition by first giving the opposite scenario, where very few people are there of their own volition. Me being the sweaty pre-med that I am, you probably can guess where this is going. I was flooded with bio, chem, ochem, physics, et cetera, classes, basically every day of my underclassmen years. Now, I know there are some people here who claim to love every 830 STEM class curve to a negative 4.0, to which I say, really? All due respect to these folks, I can guarantee that the majority would rather be doing something other than homework. Likewise, I'm not spending 3 hours at midnight writing a pre-lab that I forgot to do earlier in the day because I wanted to. It's because it's necessary for my specific path towards medicine and how I want to make an impact. And to an extent, that's okay. No path towards getting what we want in life is going to be easy, nor are we going to enjoy it every single moment. Even the things that we love most in life are still capable of tiring us out. Now, unlike an introductory bio class, everyone in band is there because they want to be. And what a difference that makes. We're all there bound by a shared love of music and performance, and we all love it. No one commits to the schedule of band unless they actually want to be there, and that leads to a purely social atmosphere. And because of this, it's facilitated some of the closest friendships I've made throughout all of college. Of course, there are some nights that I'm stressed out of my mind and would rather be getting an assignment done, but there's a difference between having this time every week to relax with friends rather than, let's be real, watching TikTok just a little more anxiously than normal the night before an exam. All right, I've taken all this time ranting to you guys about a very niche topic. Now, I'd like to ask you all to imagine your close friends throughout college. Perhaps it's an old high school friend, someone you met in an extracurricular, someone you were up late with studying for quizzes, or most likely, given our shared background, people you met at some point in honors. I bet a lot of the tones of what I said resonate with how you feel about these friends you're thinking of, just in a different setting. Even if you aren't in band, you still met cool people despite less than ideal conditions for social interaction. Over time, you became passionate about what that group was working towards, and now you just can't stop talking about them to everyone that you meet. I think it actually shows something really special about us. We're a group of diverse people with so many different interests, yet we are bound together by the communities we form in pursuit of something that we're passionate about. Every single one of you is bound for leadership in whatever communities you end up in after today, and that's what makes everyone in this honors program so special. The reason I wanted to emphasize this point of community is because I think one of the biggest challenges that everyone faces through their lives is maintaining connection. As a student and a peer educator, I've heard countless other people echo my fear and struggles with loneliness in college. I know firsthand the power of a community to keep me sane, and I'm sure you all will agree with me when I say that taking the time to nurture this community gives us the energy to keep working hard towards the things that we love. It keeps us strong and grounded through the constant chaos of the world, and most importantly, for us as graduating seniors, it doesn't take more than a recent alumni panel to realize that some of the fears I described having at the start of college also happen outside of it. Maintaining friendships and relationships in communities outside of academics is hard, but here's the good news. One of those communities is sitting right next to you. I implore you all to step outside of your comfort zone today and in the future. Normalize forming new friendships and center finding these communities wherever you end up after today. This honors program has been one of those incredible communities and likely has been the longest standing one at UW for all of us since Honors 100. The stark reality is that lots of people in this room you might not ever see again if you don't make an effort today. So go say hi to someone before you leave today, go watch a movie, grab a coffee, or as I might advocate, start your own band. In fact, you now even have an excuse because you can go up to that really cool person that you always wanted to talk to but didn't get a chance to before today and say, hey, that band dude from graduation told me I'm not going to have any friends after graduating. You want to change that? Okay, don't actually say that. Please don't. But you get my point. You all are in charge of your future, so take advantage of meeting these incredible people around you in this room while you have the chance. With that said, congratulations to all of you for every single one of your unique accomplishments. Stay in touch because I know you're all going to do amazing things, and it would be a tragedy for us not to hear about and celebrate it with you. And of course, I wouldn't be a band kid if I didn't end a speech without a Go Dogs. Thank you.